Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Metal Oreo Music Reviews. And today we have one of the most anticipated albums of 2023 for me and probably for a lot of other people watching this. This is Humanity's Last Breath, fourth studio album, and it's entitled Ashen. Let's get right into the review. First song we have is called Blood Spilled. The intro to this song is super sick. I really like how dark like the chords are, even though they're like really high chords, they still sound so dark. It's really cool. And there's some really heavy riffs in this song, like that breakdown too. It's so disgusting. Next song we have is one of the singles. This one is called Linger. I love how melodic this one is. There's not really too much craziness happening in this song. Too much craziness for Humanity's Last Breath. They've always been a crazy band and they always will. You still got those cat noises, those really weird alien noises, that super low tuned guitar. But this one's like more melodic. I really like it. The chorus is pretty cool too. It's pretty different for this album, which I do like. Next song we have is called Lifeless, Deathless. This is definitely one of my favorite tracks on the album. The riffs in this song, oh my god, dude. And that breakdown, just that simple four on the floor is just disgusting. And the riffs, I already said the riffs, but I just cannot explain how good the riffs on this album are. Next song we have is called Withering. This one's a bit like Linger also, where it has more of that melodic sense. There's not really like a breakdown or anything, but it's still so good. Like the intro with that offbeat China is really cool. It's still really heavy though. Next song is the second single we got from the album called Instill. The atmosphere from this song is incredible. I love how heavy this song is, and that choir in the beginning is really cool too. It gets very heavy at the end, almost Black Tongue like. The audio even clips. That's how heavy it is. Feels very doom sludgy. I love it. Next song we have is the first single called Labyrinthian. The riffs in this song are great. Such a heavy song. I really like that four on the floor groove in the middle too. This one feels a bit simpler compared to the rest of the album. That's not a knock, by the way. Just saying, it feels a little simpler compared to the rest of the album. Still a great lead single. Next song we have is called Catastrophize. This is probably my favorite track on the album. It's definitely the heaviest song on the album, but it's just so heavy. The main riff is great. It's so Black Tongue like, kind of like the ending to Instill, but it's just so heavy. It gives just chills. And then there's this one riff that's about like 3 minutes and 20 into the song. One of the best riffs of all time. I swear to God, it's better than that bridge riff to Animal off their self-titled. It's just chills all over. It's so good. Next song we have is called Death Spiral. I know I sound like a broken record, but goddamn, the riffs in this album are incredible. You would think in an album like this, things start to sound the same, but they really don't. Each song kind of has its quirks that kind of make it sound different from the rest of each other, but they also still sound samey without blending together, if that makes sense. It's incredible. That main riff on this Death Spiral is great too. Next song we have is called Shell. This one gives no time for breaks, just straight into it. Doesn't let up for 4 minutes. This one is crazy. It's really heavy. Another one of my favorites on the album too. Next song is the last single we got before the full album dropped. This one is called Passage. I really like how atmospheric this song is. It's got that iconic Humanity sound. The riffs in this song are really good too. I really like the intro with those kind of cat noises on the guitar. I don't know what else to call them. They sound like cats. And those clean vocals too you get in this song are great. Next song we have is called Burden. This one is a nice break in the album. This is just a short minute interlude. I kind of do wish they put it earlier in the album, but you know, it's fine because there's 12 tracks on this album, so maybe they could have put it at like track 6 just to kind of even out the album a little bit, but you know, it's fine. Still a much needed break in an album like this, even though every song is incredible in this album. Next and the last song we have is called Bearer. This is a great closer, not quite as heavy as some of the others like Catastrophize or Death Spiral, but still super heavy. There's this one bendy riff that I really like. And now it's time for my favorite songs on the album. My favorite songs are Lifeless, Deathless, Catastrophize, and Shell. Now it's time for my final impressions. This is quite possibly one of the best albums I have ever heard. This is like top 5 maybe. It's so heavy. Heaviest album of 2023 for sure. The production on this is crazy, but then it's Buster, and you can't really like expect less from him. And I just don't know what to say because this album is just so good. The riffs on this album. The riffs on this album are just otherworldly. I'm gonna give this one a 9.5 out of 10. This is the only album I saw beating Orbit Culture. Could possibly be Orbit Culture, I mean. So yeah, I wouldn't be that surprised if this does end up as my album of the year instead of Orbit Culture, but I don't know. Orbit Culture has some competition. But that one's in 2 weeks. So yeah, see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.